What? Mike on the mic playing some Madden? That's right, you did not read incorrectly. We are bringing the Madden Pro League, famous on TikTok, to the YouTube channel. The Mike on the Mic Sports channel is for the jokes and the giggles, as I like to say on other shows like the WARZONE Sports Network. So here comes the Pro League. Now, the Pro League is a Madden league that I co-founded with a couple of my buddies that has completely changed and completely grown to a level that we have almost 25 users in the league each season. I am one of those users of those teams. Your Los Angeles Chargers and my Los Angeles Chargers, to be exact. And in this series, we are going to start at week 1, as this episode is about week 1 of the Pro League. And we're going to work our way through as the GM, as the coach, as the user of this team. And you guys are going to get to sit back and watch me get very upset when I lose in the first round of the playoffs. I'm kidding. We have the best roster that I've had in Pro League history. This is year 5, by the way, so I have a lot of confidence that we're going further than we have any other year. So let's get into week 1 of the new series in the Mike on the Mic Sports channel, the Madden Pro League. But first, hit that intro.
I gave you fair warning, beware. Smack him in the corner of the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Smack him in the mouth. I gave you fair warning, beware. I'll smack him in the mouth.
What is up, everyone? I am Mike, and I am on the mic of the most electrifying sports YouTube channel in the game today. I hope everyone is doing great. Long time no see. The last time you saw me was probably on that mock draft that was kicked off by Ian Rappaport on the WARZONE Sports Network. The mock draft was awesome. I highly recommend you go and check it out. We had Ian Rappaport in there, Jonathan Coachman, Marcus Grant, Chad Beebe, Scott Ruggles, all kinds of celebrities, all drafting for their individual teams. I will leave the link to that video in the description below. Now, let's get into the Madden content, but first, if you are not subscribed already, we are halfway to our goal of achieving 1,000 subscribers. It'll take you 2 seconds to help change my life, and that is by hitting that subscription button and the little notification bell right next to it so you're alerted every time we drop a new piece of content. Most of you are probably going to be coming over from TikTok because I know how much you guys love the Madden content over there, so welcome to the channel. Please drop that subscription while you're here. I would really appreciate all the love, and my passion is entertaining you, and I can only entertain you if you hit that subscription button. Anyways, without further ado, let's hop into Madden. So I'm going to put a disclaimer out here. I did record my game with commentary, but it got deleted. Well, this portion of it was me in the corner. So I'm going to be just kind of voiceovering this a little bit for this week 1, but in the future, you're going to get live commentary and gameplay and highlights from the games that we play each week. I'll still give you highlights today, but you're getting a voiceover more of than the actual live commentary that took place last night, very late at night. I stayed up, wanted to get this done for y'all, and it corrupted the file and I lost it. So while that sucks, we're rolling with the punches. Here is the Madden Pro League. As you see, we got a bunch of users in here. These are all the results from week 1. All these different teams, right? We got over 20 users in this league. I'm not sure the exact number, but here is the Madden Pro League. Very rarely are we gonna see a CPU, but in week 1 the Cowboys do not have a user, so we will be playing the computer in this first week. Not as exciting, I know, but it is a great week to get warmed up and get the YouTube series going, so I'm excited to get into it. But first, I want to go over some of the off-season moves that I made, some pretty big ones. In the last season as the Chargers, I really struggled with possession of the ball. I had some interception problems. I had the interception bug, to be completely honest. So I decided to go out. I decided to handcuff myself and to pick up a running back. Well, the owner of the Tennessee Titans decided that he also was willing to trade his running back.
Don't you say that.
So yes, we do have Derrick Henry on this roster. I know, a little bit overpowered.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But hey, I'm not the best Madden player you've ever seen in your life. I'm not ever going to claim to be the best Madden player you've ever seen in your life. You're going to see me lose during this season. You're going to see me lose bad in some cases. There are some legit players in this league. But anyways, here's the roster. We got Justin Herbert. Obviously, he's at a superstar depth trait now. We picked up Derrick Henry in the offseason. Keenan Allen staying on the team. Thought about trading him, but it's just too much of a cap penalty really to trade him. I'd rather just hang on to him and ride his prime out. We picked up Knox as our tight end. Let Hunter Henry go last offseason. Just wasn't ready to pay a tight end big money like that as a GM. I will say this, where I lack in my Madden skills, I make up for it in GM skills. I built some pretty good rosters. Obviously, John Ross is our wide receiver outside there. You see him. I love having that speed option, especially when I have a running back like Derrick Henry and I drop back and play action. Throw over the top with John Ross. Then the offensive line is a little bit makeshift, a little bit different. We don't have Corey Linsley. We didn't update the rosters before we started this, and I don't think Lindsey was a Charger before we started this, but we still have Bulaga. I picked up guys like Massey. I picked up a guy like Angel Villanueva and Chase Rollier to fill in for now while I look for franchise guys. Rollier's not that bad. He may stick around for the long term, but guys like Pouncey, Villanueva, and Massey are all kind of just fill-ins right now. Couldn't really find offensive linemen, and the cap space was a little bit limited. Going to the defensive side of the ball, we acquired Trey White in a trade. Lost Kenneth Murray in that trade, but our secondary was bad last year. Like getting burnt like toast every single game. So we picked up Mike Hilton and Trey White to try and fix that problem. Took a hit at linebacker, but that's typically the player that I'm using, especially versus user players. So I will try and make up for that. And Rashad Evans ain't no slouch. He's a very fast linebacker, very good user linebacker to have. We picked up Ngakwe. He's going to help us out with pass rush. Drew Tranquil is going to be a depth guy. And I love Pratt as well. He's got some speed. And you just can't forget that the X Factors we already had on this defense and Joey Bosa and Derwin James. The idea is to get an X Factor at every level on my roster, and I've just about accomplished that. I just need that offensive lineman, and I need that linebacker. Now, I plan on giving you guys the full experience, so we will be doing training. We will be doing roster moves. We will be covering problems that may arise, injuries, whatever might happen throughout a Madden season in the Pro League, we will be covering. But for this week versus the CPU, I want to get this to you guys as soon as possible. So we're going to skip the training this week and go ahead and take the automatic, whatever XP it's going to give us. But from now on, we're going to be doing training. But because I wanted to fill y'all in on the roster, we'll take that time for the roster more than the training this week. We'll play the Cowboys. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get into these highlights of this game. Look at this squad. We got Derrick Henry in the backfield. Justin Herbert. Look at this squad. Look at this offense. It's going to be a beautiful season. Really getting a feel in this game for the team just because we have changed our roster so drastically from last year. So the goal I set out for myself when I acquired King Henry is to make sure I get my money's worth for him. I gave up a lot. Austin Eckler, Jadeveon Clowney, 2 first-round picks, second-round pick, and a 5th-round pick just to acquire Derrick Henry. Absolutely ridiculous, but he's a 99 overall running back. I needed to improve my run game. It just adds up, right? But my goal is to get my money's worth out of him. Make sure that I am getting at least 20 touches to Derrick Henry per game. So you're going to see me feed this guy. I know you guys are probably thinking, oh, he's a Derrick Henry guy. I will still be slinging the ball. I just can't help it. I'm a passer in Madden, but I did get Derrick Henry to kind of balance myself out a lot because I was too heavy with the pass. So here we go. We got a big 3rd and 4 here in the first quarter, first drive of the game, first 10 seconds of the game, and a big 3rd and 4. We give it to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry does get us the first down. Then we change up the play here. I get Herbert on the move, and man, Keenan Allen wide open down the field right there. Got to get him the ball. It sucks he got tackled like that right away by whoever number 4 is. I guess the single-digit numbers has made its way to Madden before it gets to the NFL. Later in this opening drive, we had a crazy play here, and I wish I had the live commentary because I freaked out for this play. Watch this. We get Grant on the slant here over the middle. I love those slants to speedy wide receivers, but he's about to get murdered, and Herbert just throws an absolute dot. Absolute dot. Call it lucky. I'd rather be lucky than good sometimes. And then guess who we're going to on the 3-yard line? Pretty easy money here with Derrick Henry as he walks into the end zone. So first touchdown of the season is the new acquisition to our Chargers with Derrick Henry. No, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is Trey Lance under center. We get them in a little bit of a situation here. We bring everyone up to stop the run, and Trey Lance here is going to actually step back to throw, and I'm all over it, man. That's my user. Got Derwin James out there. I wish I could have broke open into the open field, but we will take the pick right there. Again, this is the CPU. This is going to be a very easy win, I'm assuming. This is really a warm-up, and it's really just to introduce you guys to the Pro League and to this brand new series. We play a user next week. On this ensuing drive, I gave the ball to Henry a few times. Now we're down here. 1st and goal. Big play here. I'm looking at this route to Josh Kelly, but it's just not quite there, so I roll out with Herbert. And you know when I see green space, I'm going. Just barely didn't get into the end zone. We got a little greedy there on 1st and goal and took a sack, so we're trying to get Herbert his X factor. But on 3rd and goal, we will not be stopped. I'll tell you what, we're going to put up some points in this season. We got a powerful offense. You see Knox wide open in the end zone, and Herbert delivers a dot right into his hands. Next possession, Trey Lance was driving a little bit, but we got him into a 3rd and 16. Just forced the check down. Easy day. Minute and 5 seconds left to go in the half, and we're getting the rock back. Kind of lost track of time here. Let the clock go all the way down to 18 seconds before I use one of my timeouts. Whoops. So that means we got to kind of go for it all here on these next couple plays if we're going to try and score a touchdown on this drive. And guess who we find? The man, the myth, the legend himself, Keenan Allen. Walks into the end zone. Just walks into the end zone. No biggie. No Dallas defense out here. At least Madden's staying realistic for this one.
Boom. Roasted.
That would send us to halftime. The Cowboys start off the ball in the second half. And Trey Lance actually led a little bit of a drive here. Got them all the way down here to 2nd and 10 here in the 3rd quarter in the red zone. And he would find his guy over the middle, CeeDee Lamb, who puts him down at the 1-yard line. And when you got C-Mac, what do? You give it to C-Mac. Why am I hyping up the Cowboys? Stop hyping up the Cowboys. This is a tough stop for us. Derrick Henry over here on defense for some reason. Thank you, EA, for that. I don't know why Derrick Henry's on defense. So they ended up scoring there. I like trying to shut out the computer, but it doesn't always work that way. On the next drive, they make the same mistake of going man on Keenan Allen. He absolutely mosses the DB there. I think that's Anthony Brown. RIP Anthony Brown. I wanted to keep the pressure on him just because I saw the momentum was swinging a little bit when they scored that touchdown. So I threw that ball up to Keenan, trusted him, and he went and got it. Derrick Henry here doing some work on his own. Wanted to get Herbert on the move here. I love getting Herbert on the move in these red zone situations because look how open Keenan Allen finds himself. Runs back into the middle of the field a little bit. I hate it in EA when your receiver is wide open and starts running towards the defenders. It worked out here. But a lot of times that turns into one of those interceptions that cost me so much last year. Is the reason I got Derrick Henry for these situations. I should probably hand it off to him, huh? Decided to go for 2 since we missed the extra point earlier. That was great. Threw it up to Keenan again, and he just barely didn't come down with it. We were bringing the heat to Trey Lance all game. Cowboys think they have the QB of the future. I guess not. Jerry Tillery getting all over. Check this out. New acquisition Trey White tips the ball to Derwin James on the sideline for Derwin's 2nd interception of the game. Going after Trey Lance. Maybe the Cowboys should have held on to Dak Prescott. An old user on the Cowboys actually traded Dak Prescott to the Carolina Panthers, who went on to win the Super Bowl in the previous Pro League season. I wonder if we got them on our schedule. Next episode, we'll take a look at the schedule. So on this drive, since we were up big, I wanted to put a focus on getting Derrick Henry those touches that I talked about. I want to see him get 20, 25 touches in each game. As you see, we're feeding him like a madman. Got a little tired here, so we decided we're going to throw it, and good things happen when you run the ball well, and then you eventually decide to step back and throw it. We find Knox again over the middle, who bounces his way into the end zone. Starting to love this kid. I feel like he's just a little bit of a younger version of Hunter Henry for me in this offense. Like I said, primary focus when you see a rookie quarterback back there is to send the heat at him, and that's what we do here. Joey Bosa getting a sack here late in the 4th quarter. I believe that was his 2nd of the game. I think he had 3. They would go on a bit of a drive here, kind of just a garbage time touchdown. C-Mac wide open on the sideline right at the pylon. Can't do much about it. We really held C-Mac in place for the most part, and this run defense really struggled last year for us. So it's good to see us holding down a guy like Christian McCaffrey. The man's a monster. They came out an onside kick, caught me off guard a little bit, but we picked it up anyways and got possession of the ball. Trying to run the stats up a little bit. I want to get Herbert as many XP points as we can get week in and week out because he does not have his X factor yet, and I have a feeling that that game is coming up soon. And on the first play of the drive, we roll out, just kind of being patient with the ball here. Make sure we don't throw an interception. We find Knox up the sideline, wide open. Easy drop in the breadbasket for Justin Herbert. Clock's ticking down, but he gets out of bounds, so we're going to have 1 minute 13 seconds left to try and score one more time here from the 7-yard line. Shouldn't be too hard. Just getting a little thumbnail here. Just making sure I get a nice thumbnail for y'all. Anyways, feeding King Henry, trying to get him his touches like I said, and he's just going to walk in again. second touchdown of the game, and Henry's debut as a Los Angeles Charger. Welcome to the squad, man. Welcome to the team. Yeah, do your dance, And that'll do it. Week 1, Madden Pro League in the books. First episode on the Mike on the Mic Sports YouTube channel. Let me know if you guys like this episode. I'd really appreciate if you guys could drop a like. It helps out a ton in the YouTube algorithm. And again, please help my dreams come true by hitting that little subscription bell and the notification bell right next to it. If you guys want to check out that mock draft that I was referencing earlier in the video, please head to the Warzone Sports Network on YouTube. Sub over there. We have 4 weekly shows airing right now, including 3 shows that are going live a week. So I guess that's 7 shows total a week over on the Warzone Sports Network. If you're a football fan, if you're a sports fan, you will love the Warzone Sports Network. So head over there. I co-founded it. It's a great channel, and we take a lot of pride in what we've done over there. We had Ian Rappaport on the show. We had Marcus Grant. We've had guys like James Coe on the show, and Jonathan Coachman. It's been a lot of fun. That all cheap plugs for the episode? I think so. I'm Mike, and I'm on the mic, and this is me saying, until next time.
Warning, beware. Smack him in the mouth. I gave you fair warning, beware.